Today is May 2nd. May the 4th be with you, everybody.
I am the Father.
Hey guys, it's David from Red Wagon Dioramas, and I'm coming back to you now with 6 figures a month for the month of April 2025. Except this month I'm going to retitle it 60 figures a month because, whoa, okay. I went a little overboard. I'm going to show you a lot in this video. I got a whole bunch of different stuff this month. I hit a couple big sales, which was kind of unexpected, like a store closing that I kind of cleared out. So let me show you all that. Before I get into that, I do want to say a couple things. First of all, thank you so much for supporting me on the channel and watching the channel. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years now since the pandemic, and I've had some ups and downs, but I've stuck with it, and I'm kind of happy now because I'm actually starting to make a little bit of money each month. And this month, I just had my highest month ever at $190 something and change. So for those of you guys who create content, you know the amount of time that goes into YouTube. So it's nice to finally make a little bit more than like 20 or 30 bucks a month, which is what I was doing for years. And now I can, actually have some money to spend on the hobby. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, all that to say, big thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the comments and the likes and the shares. Really appreciate it. And now, before I get into the pickups this month, I do want to point out, I got my press badge for ICC Con. You see that? Press, it's Sebulba. My son and I are going to Nashville 2 weeks from now, and we are going to attend the ICC convention. It's all weekend long, May 16th, 17th, 18th. It's a bunch of vendor tables, it's special guests, interviews, just fun activities and stuff going on. It's a really cool convention I went to last fall, and I'm happy to do it again. I'm very excited. So I'm going to be doing some more coverage for them in the middle of the month and throughout the end of May probably. So look for me there. Look for that coverage. It's coming up soon. And if you're going to be at ICC Con and you want to say hi, if you see me, just come up and say hi. I'd love to meet you guys. All right, let's get into it. First off, guys, last Sunday, my friend Mike Hex, he's a local collector here in the area, he texted me and said, by the way, the FYE store in Braintree is closing. Now, FYE is like this legacy media store. They used to sell DVDs and music and stuff, and then they got into pop culture stuff. And they've been around for a while here in New England. I know they're around the country as well. But a lot of them have been closing over the years, including here locally. And here's another one going down. And one of the things with FYE is that their prices are always like marked up 100% or 150%. I mean, you go in there to buy a $25 Marvel Legends figures, and it's $50. A lot of the stuff doesn't sell, and I think that's probably part of their problem. They're going out of business. Anyway, long story short, I went to the Braintree FYE Sunday last week, and they had a whole bunch of carded Star Wars figures, mostly TVC, and they were all marked down to under $2. And they weren't priced that way. You had to bring them up to the register, and the guy had to scan them like $1.61, $1.89, $1.92. It was just wild. So let me show you what I got from FYE. Brand new TVC Cassian Andor. I got the Marion figure from the Indiana Jones line. I got another Cassian Andor. These are the brand new. Yeah, this is VC 130, the re-release. It's kind of cool that Andor's out right now and we're watching it, and I just got a bunch of Andor figures. Weequay, under $2. Axe Woves. Andor in the Aldani mission outfit. Ezra Bridger. Han Solo, Return of the Jedi. Retro Collection, this droid from the Ahsoka show. And a Retro Collection Sabine, the brand new Grogu figure. Yeah, well, is he worth $2? Yeah, he's worth $2. And the Professor Huang figure. Also got Finn, and I got Princess Buttercup. Crazy. Also, this was kind of a fun find there. The Super 7 Destro from the Python Patrol. That is just a crazy look on him. Black Series Vel from the Andor show. She was only $4. And then I think my son got 2 Marvel Legends figures for $4 each. And then for good measure, throw in a nice Hallmark Darth Maul ornament for 37 cents. That was great. Quite a haul from FYE. I mean, that was crazy. I'm probably going to resell some of the figures. I'm actually going to do a giveaway with some of these figures too, to a local charity my wife's involved with. I don't know. I spent I think it was under $50, and I came away with like 22 or 23 figures. Crazy. So I think out of that bunch from FYE, I actually think the Destro is my favorite because it's just such a wild, crazy design. I don't know, just the colors and everything. I have a few of these Super 7 Joe figures that I've picked up over the years. Not many, but some of them. And this is a pretty funny one. I'll probably open him up. So I'm going to put him at number 6 this month. Destro Super 7 clearance deal at FYE. All right, number 5 this month is going to be some pickups I got at Target. I was actually driving through Connecticut yesterday for work and stopped at Meriden, Connecticut, near where my sister-in-law lives. Anyway, I went up the toy aisles, didn't find much, but then at the end cap, there were some clearance items, and I picked up some more Super 7 figures. I got Bobby Newport from Parks and Rec, He was marked down to $6, as well as the Word with Purd, also $6, and and Jean Ralphio. And then I did pay full price for the Count, Super7, the Count figure. You know, I'm into these little Sesame Street figures. They've been doing the small scale. And then the big pickup from Target yesterday, which is going to be my number 5 this month, is the new X-Wing they put out for the Epic Heroes collection, I think they're calling it. Power the Force. I do have the vintage Kenner one, and I'm going to open this one up and do a comparison of the two, because it does seem to be a very basic design and paint, and about the same size as the Kenner one. So we'll check that out at a later video. So that's number 5 this month, the X-Wing from the Epic Heroes line by Hasbro. All right, number 4 this month is a Gentle Giant Jumbo figure. I got another one. I got the Tusken Raider from the Book of Boba Fett. So this was an exclusive on the website, which I passed on last year because I just wasn't interested in anything Book of Boba Fett. But then when the figure came out and I saw that it actually had a soft goods robe on it, I thought, man, that looks pretty cool. And the card back's cool and it has the Star Wars logo, not the Book of Boba Fett logo. So I actually kind of regretted I never picked it up. And Dan, I know if you're watching this, you offered to sell me yours. I'm sorry, man, it was just too much money. And this one came up for sale from Master Replicas for $45, which retail is $80. So $45 plus $16 shipping. I got it to my house. Yeah, I think it was like under $60 shipped from the UK. Unfortunately, they bent it when they put it in the box, so I'm a little disappointed about that. It's not too bad, but you know, there is a bit of a crease in the card back, and the plastic's a little bit messed up. So I was a little disappointed with that. But anyway, I think I'm going to open this guy up because he just looks cool with the soft goods robe. So that's going to be my number 4 this month. Another jumbo figure from my collection, the Tusken Raider from Book of Boba Fett. All right, number 3 this month is going to be a Star Wars Black Series figure. I did pick up 3 brand new Black Series figures this month. They're all excellent figures, which I don't know. I just got to show all 3 of them to you guys because they're all great. So the figures are Savage Opress, got him at GameStop, and then Commander Cody and Captain Rex, which my buddy Kenny found for me at Walmart. And he picked them up and brought them over to my house, which was awesome. So all 3 of these figures are really great figures. I'm just impressed with the sculpt, the paint, just how easy they are to articulate and fun to play with. I think my top one of the bunch has got to be Savage Opress, just because, I don't know, he's just so menacing looking, and he's just big and bulky, and he's got both weapons, the double lightsaber, the big staff. Just a lot of fun to play with and pose around with. So he's my number 3 this month, Savage Opress from the Star Wars Black Series line. Very cool figure. All right, number 2 this month. These are getting difficult. I'm going to show a couple things here. I went to a local comic shop a couple weeks ago and they had their big spring sale. I did a video on that. You can watch that here. One of the things I picked up there were some of these Unleashed figures. So let me show you these. I got the Tusken Raider Unleashed. Very cool figure. Just a lot of, I don't know, a lot of energy in that sculpt. It just looks awesome. I also got the Princess Leia one in the Slave Leia outfit. Love this figure, very cool. And I also got the IG-88 figure. Now he has articulated arms, which I didn't know about, so it's pretty cool. You know, and after him kind of being featured, well, as IG-11 in the Mando show, this figure is just so much cooler, seeing him kind of stomping through the flames there with his blasters blazing. Very cool figure, and I think he might be my top one of the bunch, just because he is just so, I don't know, just has quite a presence, you know, looking at him there, the way he's posed and everything. Very cool figure. So I'm going to put him at number 2 this month, the IG-88 Unleashed figure. All right, that brings us to number 1 this month. It is another Gentle Giant Jumbo figure. I just don't get tired of buying these, you guys. Check out, here's the card back. Here's a little spoiler. It's a skinny card back. It's not the normal width. What does that mean? It means it's a special convention exclusive. This is from 2017, and it is the Dianoga creature from Star Wars A New Hope, the trash compactor monster. So check this out. I've opened this up. I'm going to do an unboxing video for you guys so you can see it. But look at this. Here he is. He's right there in his foam inside the bubble for the clamshell. And he's just a foam replicant, a blown up version of the original Kenner monster. What a crazy looking sculpt Kenner came up with all those years ago, with just an eyeball to work with on the movie, and they came up with this whole body. And they sold the original toy with the Death Star playset. I have the original toy right here. So here's the original compared to the Gentle Giant blown up one. So right on, spot on sculpt as far as replicating the original one. It's even got the mold marks and the little circles from the molds built into the new one. So it's well done. It's a fun piece. It's very, I don't know, it's just completely silly, honestly. Check out that mouth right there. Just like the original toy right there. So I think I'm actually going to keep him out of the packaging. I was thinking about hanging him back up on the wall, but he's just a lot of fun to handle and play with. And he's such a weird creature and just a weird thing to have in your collection. So this was a great pickup. I got this on Mercari, by the way, using a coupon for free shipping for $80, which is about $30 less than I usually see it for. So it was a good value as far as the pickup as well this month. By the way, speaking of Mercari, I do sell other collectibles on Mercari, so you can find the link in my description below if you guys are looking for anything. I've got a lot of extra Black Series, TVC, other Star Wars stuff that I haven't listed. So if you're looking for anything specific, just shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram and check out my Mercari to see what I have for sale. All right, enough plugs. Number one this month, definitely the Dianoga monster from the Gentle Giant Jumbo figure line. Crazy, weird, cool pickup. All right, so that's going to be a wrap for this month, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on the channel. Please click here for some other videos on the channel to keep watching, and look for the new unboxing videos that I'm going to do soon of the Unleashed figures and that brand new Epic Heroes X-Wing. I'm going to do that soon. Please hit the like button for me if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new, subscribe. And remember, may the 4th be with you. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bye.